you see, there are some options like we have this undo button here, we have this zoom option here in this website. So this is one of the software we have from the Google. This is the Jamboard, right? So this is one of the feature from the Google. In this screen we have multiple features like the undo, the zoom option, the set background option, the clear frame, the pagination. If you want to go to another frame, then we can go like this. This is the second frame, this is the third frame. If you want to come back, this is the second frame and this is the first frame, right? This call option, right? The share button we have, right? The more action we have. So these all are the features we have in this screen. In this, right? So if we want to do any testing related to the function, whether this pagination is working fine or not, like I'm doing this next and next and next, this screen is getting replaced or not, right? If I come back to the first one, I'm having the same text or not on my first page. If we click on undo, this is working fine or not. If we click on this redo, then we're getting our text or not again, right? So likewise, this is the your functional testing. To test any function that is available, that is visible on the screen, on the software screen. It can be on your laptop, or you can say on your laptop or the computer browsers. It can be on your mobile also. So we have multiple apps also, right? In the app also we have multiple features. Let's take one example. Like in, I think we all are using this WhatsApp application, right? In the WhatsApp, what we have multiple features. Like if you want to search any, if you want to search anything, like to whom you have texted some time back, if you want to search your friend to whom you want to text any message, right? You want to do any call, video call or audio call. So these all are the functions, and to test these function, we should do this functional testing. So this is the functional testing to do the functionality testing of any kind of application, whether it is of your browser, web browser app, or it can be your mobile app, right? So this is your functional testing. Anyone, if have any doubt, then you can ask, right? So one liner I'm writing here to test the functionality of the web or mobile app, right? The second is performance testing. So if you are going to enter into software testing, if you want to create your if you want to join as a QA, right? If you want to grow as a QA, then these terminology, these terms you should know, right? So the second is your performance testing. What is performance testing? To test any functionality of the web or the mobile app with single user. So here what we were doing, we were testing this application, we were doing this functional testing with the single user only. What happen if 100, 1000, 1 lakh user come to your web application and they are using those features at the same time? I think you might have seen some sales on Flipkart, the Amazon, right? We have some sale on the predefined dates, like if we have any function, like lastly we have this 15 August, right? So around that 15 August also we are having the sales on the Flipkart and the Amazon, right? If we have any sale, then we do not have any control on the number of users. There can be n number of users, they can enter into the application, they can use the same feature at the same time. Because if we talk about India only, we are 140 crores, right? Like, right, more than 140 crores people we have, right, in the country. So let's say if only 10% people are coming to our website, then what happen at that time? If they are using, 10% is like 14 crore. If 14 crore people is coming at the same time, or in the span of 30 minutes or 1 hour in at on your web application, then what happens, right? To do that type of testing with n number of users, that is called your performance testing. To test the behavior of your website if there are n number of users. N can be anything. It can be your 100, 1000, 1 lakh, 1 crore, right? It can be anything. So it depends on your business, right? What kind of business do you have, and how many numbers of users you are expecting to visit your website. So if we have like Flipkart or Amazon like website, so there can be n number of users if we have any sales, right? So how to do this performance testing with then, or how to calculate this n number of user? So what we do, the first thing is to test that application with n number of users, right? And how to calculate that n number of users? So how we'll calculate? What we have our analytics team. The team provides the number of user, the average number of user that are visiting our web application on the daily basis. Let's assume we have 10k user per day who are visiting our website, right? Then how will we will calculate this n number? So what we will do, so n will be like, so we have some magic number also to do this performance testing. The magic number are 1x, 2x, 5x, 10x. What does it mean? 1x is like, it will be equal to your 10k. So we have this number 10k. This is the average number of user on our web application. So we'll multiply this 10k with 1, so we'll be having 10k only, right? What about this 2x? So it will be your 20k. What about this 5k 5x? It will be your 100k, right? And then the 10x, it will be your so likewise we can calculate these numbers, the n number. So this is the example we have taken, that 10k users are coming on every day. So we can test that application. We know that we only have the 10k users, 10,000 users per day. But what we are testing on the 100k. We are testing with the 100k users. We are testing with the 1000k users. So that, let's take one example. We do not have any control on the users, right? So if there is any occasion in the India, or there is something like that, we have the peak in the market, there can be a chance that this number can be increased to 20k, because we have taken this as the average number of users, right? So it might be 20k, it might be 50k, it might be 100k also. So we need to test with these magic number to do this performance testing. So for now, if you have this much of knowledge, then you can deliver, you can tell anyone that this is the performance testing. If there are n number of user, how your application is behaving at that time. So this is your performance testing. Understood? If you have any doubt, then you can ask. Otherwise, we'll go to the next type of testing.
Yes. Oh,
No doubt, right?
hello.
Yes, Sardesh.
Uh, I
Tell.
have a
Yeah.
like you are talking about the magical number,
Uh-huh.
and these are the actual simulation or the of the users, or it is like some concept, like behind the scene you are using some concept of simulation such kind
No,
of user
these
number.
users will not be the real users. So
Okay,
we will be working on the virtual users only. We cannot have this number of user at our local lab, right?
yes, yes, yes. Actually,
So we'll be having that virtual users only with the help of JMeter, or there are multiple applications Hitesh, in the market with which we can create these virtual users.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And one more thing, can you please record the session because I am traveling, so
Yeah,
if
I'm
I
recording this session also.
thank you.
The next one is your security testing, right? What is security testing? Actually, for this type of testing, we have one team in any organization. For performance testing, we have the separate team, right? And the for security testing also, we we will be having one separate team. That that team will be doing this security testing, right? So there can be in the large organization, will be having separate team for this type of testing. Like for manual testing, we have one team. For automation, we have one team. For performance testing, we have one team. For security testing, we have one team, right? So security testing is to test your application, or you can say to test the vulnerability of your application. What does it mean? How vulnerable is your application? if we have anything that is vulnerable in our website, then that website can be hacked by the hackers. They can corrupt our database also by injecting any kind of scripts. So today we are not going into the detailed part. We are just discussing the definition of this type of testing, so that you have some understanding that okay, so this is security testing, this is functional testing, this is performance testing, likewise, right? So to test the vulnerability of your application, so there are multiple tools in the market. With the help of those tools we can do this security testing. So if we have some example, like we have IBM AppScan. This is paid tool. With which we can do the security testing. So what we need to do, we need to just enter our IP and port of the application. It will scan thoroughly from the very first point to the end point, and it will provide us the vulnerability with the priority as well. So this is the vulnerability with critical priority, right? So this is kind of blocker. You should resolve this vulnerability immediately. The medium, the low priority, likewise the highest. Likewise, this tool will provide us some information, and we do not need to do anything as a tester. We just need to scan this application and submit that report to the developer. Now developer will fix those issues, and again will be scanning that application again to test whether those vulnerabilities are resolved or not from the application, right? You sometime right nowadays I think you all have seen, like your password will be like the first letter, or one letter should be in capital. Your password should contain integer also, the numerals also, right? Your password should contain the special character also. The length of the password should be, the minimum length should be 8, likewise. So these all are the part of the security only, so that no one can break your password, because we are using multiple keys, alphabets, numerals, special character, and obviously the length also, right? So likewise we'll be having more type of testing as well. If you see this document, will be cover this type of testing when we will be here, right? So right now this is the software testing what we have discussed right now. The next topic is why do we need it, the last topic for the day, because I have one more session at 7. Why do we need it? So this is very simple. Why do we need it? Like if we do not have any QA, if we do not have any software tester in any organization, then the cost of fixing those issue, if those issue reports from the production, then the cost will get increase, because we are finding those issue at the customer end. Customer can leave that application, customer can uninstall that application from their mobile phone, right? If any application is having lots of issue and bugs, then why any customer use or download that application, right? They can uninstall at any time if they are facing any issue, right? So we should have software tester in any organization who are developing the software. So as we have discussed in the definition of this software testing, it's our prime responsibility to ensure the quality of the product. This is our prime responsibility, right? The good quality product should be delivered. It should not have bugs in the production. The second, what we have discussed, the requirement, what business has asked, the same requirement should be delivered. It should not be diverted. If they have asked about ABC, then we should have delivered the ABC only, not ACB, not BAC. Likewise, if it is ABC, the ask is ABC, then we should deliver ABC only. The second advantage of doing this software testing with the help of software tester is that if we have good quality of product in the production, in the market, then we will be having a good user experience. We'll be having good reviews from the customer, that yeah, you people have created such a fantastic mobile app or the web app. It is running very smoothly without a glitch, right? Likewise, so it will improve user experience as well. The third one is, it will reduce the development cost as well. Like that first example I have given, if we do not have any software tester, then what happen, developer has developed the product, they have delivered that product to the market or to the end user. Now we come up with the n number of bugs that customer are raising. To fix those issues, it will cost to the development team or to the any IT industry a very very big cost. To optimize this cost, we should have QA, we should have software tester, right? So if tester is there, then that cost can be reduced. And if we have the QA, we can deliver, we can comply with regulation and standards as well. What does it mean, standard? Like, let's come to this screen. If you see, the button text should be in the center only. If you see here also, the text is in the center only. If you see here also, the text is in the center only. So these are the standards. We can identify if there is any breach in the standards, right? It's not like that here we are writing from the left side, here we are showing this text from the right side, from the bottom side, or from the top side. It should be in the standard format. In every box, the text should be in the center only. So these are the standard, one of the standard we have like this, right? So we cannot compromise with the standard as well, right? And the one more thing, with the help of this software testing, we can build the trust as well with the customer, that yes, these people are delivering a fantastic or the glitch free software every time whenever they are giving the production release. The software comes with a zero bugs, like, or the minimum number of bugs, you can say. So with the help of this, what we are doing, we are generating n number of customer also, and we are having the trust also with the customer and the IT industry, that organization is delivering that product, and with the customer we are creating that trust part also, right? So if we summarize all these things, why do we need it? To ensure that software is of high quality, meets user requirements, software is reliable, and complies with the applicable regulation and standards. So these are the benefits, or you can say why do we need it. Okay, if you have any doubt, then you can ask for this topic. So till now we have covered why software testing as a career, right? What is your software testing and why do we need it? So these are the very basics things what we are doing today. On the regular basis, we'll be having these kind of things, the new things in every new batch, right? So tomorrow we'll be discussing this manual automation API database testing from the high level, from the definition perspective only, right? And then the SDLC model. So these are the topic we'll cover tomorrow. For today we are done. If you have any doubt, then you can ask.
Sir, actually, if it is possible, so can